All right. What is going on out there, all you holotable heroes? It's your boy Itachi, and this is Itachi Gaming, and we are live for our Imperial Military Podcast Show, aka the IMPS Show, and this is where we go over our free-to-play account, the IMPS Itachi account, and obviously today we also have the tech kit reveal. Hunter is now live in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to not forget. What's going on, Wolf? How's it going, brother? Not to forget, aka Reza, to get your Hunter through the marquee event. I gotta say, it was quite a joy going through that first opening scene. Was very nice, I gotta say. CG starting to step up their game for sure. All right, we have got to get this rocking and rolling. Got to get a few more things pulled up here. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully you guys had a great grand arena on opening day. If you guys missed that, make sure you stop on over and look at our grand arena live video playlist, and you can catch the recap there. A little tough. Wolf said, just changed up my shock mods. Have her a crit avoidance arrow and still kept her speed at 325. Nice, brother. That's very nice. All right, so obviously first things first, we're going to go over the tech kit reveal, and then we'll head over into our recap and where we're at with our free-to-play account. As we normally do, my friends. So let's get rid of this B-roll so we can see what is going on, my friends. Here we go. We've got tech, light side support, of course, Bad Batch, Clone Trooper, and Galactic Republic. Highlights: brilliant support for Clone Trooper allies. Tags enemies with target lock, and that's going to play in with Hunter there, setting up his allies to inflict serious pain. Uses translation to buff his allies and reduce their cooldowns. Ooh. Can turn the tide of battle by clearing all debuffs on allies and stunning enemies. Okay. So our next Bad Batch kit reveal is going to be April 15th, and then May 4th. Looks like, did they change this schedule? It looks like they did, because we were supposed to have one on, I think it was like the 29th or the 22nd. It looks like we're going to May the 4th, which is a Tuesday. Okay, so we'll see what happens there with the Bad Batch, but nevertheless, still excited about this. Will says, hopefully Bad Batch can be useful in cam mission. Ooh, I like where you're going with that, Wolf. I like where you're going, brother. All right, so here we go. We got tech. So he's a stealthy support character that gives translation to other clone troopers and applies target lock to enemies. Basic, call the shots. Pretty nice animation there. Oh man, look at the polygons of this. All right, final text: deal special damage to target enemy and inflict target lock for 2 turns on target enemy and the healthiest enemy that didn't already have it. If target enemy was already target locked, attack again. Hashtagger, what is going on, brother? Long time no see. So this is gonna, his base is gonna inflict target lock for 2 turns on the target enemy and the healthiest enemy. So he's gonna do it for 2 different characters. And if they already had it, the target enemy is already target locked, he'll attack a second time. So that's pretty nice there. Special 1, delicate operation, cooldown of 3. Wolf says heaps of anti-droid synergy. Oh baby. All right, so cooldown of 3. That is a really cool animation. I gotta say, they have been kicking it up a notch over in the art department at CG. Check that out. All right, let's see what happens here. Tech and target other clone trooper ally recover 40% of their max health, doubled if target ally is Bad Batch. Hashtagger says, too long. Had a from work today, so I caught y'all. GL and GAC, y'all. Galactic Legend and GAC. Ooh. Had a ton of work today. Is that what it's supposed to be, Hashtagger? So where do I got? 40% recover 40% of their max health, doubled if target ally is Bad Batch. So if they're Bad Batch, you're gonna get 80% of their max health recovered. Good luck. Oh, good luck in GAC. Yeah. We already went through the GAC, man. GAC was we ran into some issues. Still having problems with ships on the main account, and on the free to play, unfortunately, Galactic Legend. So we didn't have any good luck there. What's going on, Dark Lord of the Jedi? How's it going? All right, so if it's Bad Batch, they're gonna get 80% of their max health. Other clone trooper allies that are not Bad Batch are just gonna recover 40% of their max health. Gain stealth and potency up for 2 turns and translation for 3 turns. If tech was already stealth, all other Bad Batch allies also gain translation for 3 turns. Holy moly. Wolf says health recovery is huge, especially in cam mission with trample. Dark Lord says, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, these Bad Batch guys are looking like they're going to have some really good synergy and some really good survivability just from the 2 kits we've got already, Hunter and now Tech. And this is actually going to play into Hunter's kit with the stealth here, because you've got that one special that puts everyone to stealth from Hunter. Then you can follow it with this special and put translation for 3 turns on every Bad Batch ally. This is pretty dope. I gotta say. And then if the targeted ally is Bad Batch, you're gonna recover 80% of their max health. And then gain stealth and potency up for 2 turns, translation for 3 turns. All right, special number 2 is Brilliant Idea with a cooldown of 4. Man, this looks like it's doing massive damage here. Look at that, rolling the bomb there. That's pretty cool. So let's see what we got here. Final text: dispel all debuffs from clone trooper allies. All Bad Batch allies gain foresight, tenacity up, and stealth for 2 turns. Deal special damage to all enemies and inflict stun for 1 turn on enemies that are dazed or target locked. Woo! So we're gonna get the target lock from his basic ability, and here on his second special, you're going to be able to stun your enemies that are target locked. Holy moly. And again, more survivability. This is how clones should have been. Foresight, tenacity up, and stealth for 2 turns. That is dope. All right, his unique is Clone Interpreter. He's got a Zeta on this. Final text: at the start of battle, tech gains +1 speed for each clone trooper ally. Doubled for Bad Batch allies. I think that's supposed to be +1% speed. So for each Bad Batch ally, it's going to be +2% speed, which right now we've only got 4. So that'll be a +8% speed there on him. If all allies are clone troopers, tech gains stealth for 1 turn. Tech has +25% potency for each of his own stacks of translation while tech is active. Clone trooper allies gain translation for 3 turns, max 3 stacks each time they use a special ability. Ooh, translation cannot be copied. If the character already has translation and the duration of all current stacks on that character resets to 3 turns. If all allies that can apply translation are defeated, all stacks of translation expire. Okay. Translation: beneficial effects build based on cumulative number of stacks. So this is be cumulative. So for 1 stack, you're gonna gain 30% max health. For 2 stacks, you get the 30% max health plus 15% crit chance. And then for 3 stacks, you'll get the prior 2, as well as if only 1 ally who grants translation is present, decrease this character's cooldown by 1 when that ally uses their basic ability limit once per turn. Holy moly. Dark Lord says he is hyped for Bad Batch and hoping for these guys to be like Imp Troopers. But I gotta say right now, from these 2 kits, Hunter and now Tech, that looks like it might be the case. So let's get back and look at man, I gotta look at Hunter real quick and see that kit and see how this is playing along with this. So combat prowess. So we got expose on this. Target was debuffed, attack again. So if they already have a debuff like target lock, he's going to attack a second time as well as expose them for 2 turns. Shrouded approach. This is where he's going to give clone trooper allies evasion up. So it's the first special. Evasion up and stealth for 2 turns, then deal physical damage to all enemies. If Hunter was already stealth, all Bad Batch allies gain critical chance up and offense up for 2 turns. So this might be where you kind of want to use tech to get him stealth first before using this ability. Then finish what we started. Inflict expose on target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be evaded. Swap turn meter with target other clone ally. If they were Bad Batch, they ignore taunt and inflict stun for 1 turn on their target enemy during their turn. The stun can't be evaded. So yeah, oh man. Okay, so here's part of his leader here. When using an ability against a target locked enemy, Bad Batch allies can't be countered. When damaging an enemy with exposed, Bad Batch allies remove 50% turn meter from that enemy. Double for droid and separatist enemies excludes raid bosses and galactic legends. Can't be evaded or resisted. So target lock and expose are going to be huge for these. Darkler says, if these guys end up like Mandos, I will be incredibly disappointed. I don't think they're going to end up like the Mandalorians, because these guys are brand new. They should be. I hope they don't leave us hanging with one character, but they should. This looks like they've got a very specific synergy with the Bad Batch with each other, as it should be. And it looks like CG is trying to wait for the show to come out to maybe set that last Bad Batch character of Echo, Bad Batch Echo, here. So, but this tech and Hunter so far look amazing. Like, this is, Dark Lord is absolutely right. Very reminiscent of Imperial Troopers for sure, hands down. I'm pretty excited about this. Sounds like you guys are too, to see what is going to end up happening with these guys for sure. All right, so that was the kit reveal of tech. Let's head over to our Imperial Military Podcast Show Itachi account. We're going to talk about this, go over this in full spectrum here. From our Grand Arena, our GAC ratings to everything else. So here we go. Here we are, currently arena ranked 148, still able to get around 100, sometimes a little below 100 with gas. And the current 501st Clone Troopers, ladies and gentlemen, the OG clones. But we do fall typically down to 148. There's some Galactic Legends in my arena shard, and you know, there's tons of gases out there, so we do tend to fall. Dark Lord said, I think it will be Echo, but it could be Omega, but we don't know enough about her for her to be in the game. Ooh. Okay. Maybe that's why we don't have the 5th one yet. Okay. Fleet Arena rank, we're ranked 24th, and this is getting more difficult to actually climb now. Sometimes I can get in the top 10, but we're starting to kind of get pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Grand Arena Division 4, we're currently in Chromium, quite a ways away from a Rhodium on this account. We're starting to run into a lot of Galactic Legends, and I just don't have counters for Galactic Legends. And I know there's ways of getting through it, but right now we're not there. As you guys, if you guys didn't know, we did change up guilds. We're over at Praetorian 7 now. Shout out to Flav, my guild leader. My guild leader in Exodus, actually, for helping me out for this account and our Hyperdrive bundle account to get us into this guild. Thank you very much. So let's get into it, what we're farming and what not. Or if Crosshair turns, we could have her instead of him. So many theories there, Dark Lord. So many theories. All right, so speaking of Galactic Legends, I said I'm going to be going after Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and that is exactly what I'm doing. So as you guys can see, we got crew now at 7 stars, starting to work up on gear and things like that. I gotta get mods on him and things like that. We've been doing some remodding here and there, so gotta finish up with him. Currently only at gear 8, but you can see here my hard no farms right now. General Hux, we're farming him because he did hit finally that 2 shards as opposed to a single shard now over here at 6A hard dark side. How long till relic derevin? Man, I do not know. We're not that far away. I got him at gear 11. So Kylo Ren, we're farming over in Cantina. So OG Kylo, we're starting to farm him over in Cantina. That's my Cantina farm right now. And he's 195 out of 80, so he's inching on up there. And then Sith Trooper is my secondary farm for hard nodes over at 6C hard dark side, also with the two shard drop now. So these guys have been out for a year, which is great. Allows us to speed up some of this farming. As far as relicking Darth Revan, as Dark Lord of Jedi just mentioned, we're working on Basil Sean and Darth Revan to get them both to gear 12 right now. Then we'll take him to gear 13. And relics, we'll take him to at least relic 5, hopefully. Zalabar, we got to get to about gear 11, gear 12. He's already got the Zeta on him, so that we can be ready to go in and go ahead and do Darth Malik event. So Zalabar is my last guy, and Darth Revan and Basil Sean, once we get them to where I want them to be at, we'll be good to go. So just 3 characters to go, and we should be able to go in and complete those missions. Wolf says my baseline for a character I take to gear 13 is relic 5. Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. Obviously, this is free to play, so those resources are very, very critical. Very, very critical. Relic 5 should really be a little bit of a baseline there for you. Getting to relic 6 and relic 7 and relic 8 now is going to be a little tougher, obviously, depending on what your guild's able to do with Heroic Rancor Raid, what you're doing over in Conquest now, and things like that. So but yeah, this is what we're working on. Zalabar, D-Revan, and Basil Sean Fallen for gear along with crew. And then we've got General Hux, OG Kylo Ren, and Sith Trooper that we're currently farming character shards for. Relic 6 Plus are crazy. Oh yeah, it's really crazy. So those are my favorites right now. I've got to activate Set, Sith Empire Trooper. Finally got him to 7 stars along with Sith Marauder, so we can really build on the Sith Empire team. They did some fantastic work today, even without Darth Revan's Zeta. Over on 3v3 today, we were able to get through some things, some very spicy things today, even though we didn't get a W. So it was good to do that with Darth Revan, Basil Sean, and HK47 actually. All right, so let's go through as we normally do, starting with the 501st, ladies and gentlemen. There they are, the lovely 501st. General Skywalker, gas at relic 7. We've got 5s, Rex, Echo, and ARC Trooper all at relic 5 as well. I would eventually like to get these guys at relic 7, but right now we're going to leave them at relic 5 for the time being. Really, if I can take 5s up to relic 7, I can keep the rest at relic 5 and be good to go. Dark Lord says, so I'm farming for D-Revan, but I'm not sure which team comp is best. I was thinking D-Revan, Basil Sean Fallen, Malik, Sith Empire Trooper, and Sith Marauder, unless HK is better. No, that's actually the perfect setup right there with Sith Marauder, man. HK can be helpful at times, especially early on before you get Marauder or Sith Empire Trooper or even Malik. But I will say, no Relic 8 Ahsoka. No, man. But I will say, yes, the best lineup for Darth Revan is D-Rev, Basil Sean Fallen, Malik, Set, and Sith Marauder. Dealing with Sith Marauder on a defensive side is very, very tricky. He's a lot better than HK because he self-feeds himself turn meter, and he hits like a truck. Outside of that, plus you need Sith Marauder for Sith Eternal Emperor, and you need him to be at Relic 7, so might as well go through and Relic Sith Marauder over HK47. Okay, nice wolf, nice wolf. When you get into those Darth Revan mirror matches, having set is important for that pre-taunt, so they're not spreading fear across your entire team. So HK was my first G13. I was at like 800k when I got him. Oh, nice, man. Nice, man. You guys, there's a special place in your heart for HK. Dude, I ran HK for the longest time, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Dark Lord says, I have a Relic 7 Ahsoka, and I regret it. This got to help you out in ships, though, right? Relic 7 Ahsoka. All right, Bad Batch. Obviously, we got the new tag in. There's my Hunter. Not activated. Don't know when I'm going to actually activate Hunter on this particular account. We'll probably wait until they become free-to-play farmable so I can farm up to 7 stars. Moving on to bounty hunters. Man, bounty hunters are so sad. I just need to take some time and work on these guys, which is coming up, honestly. Once we get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, bounty hunters and rebels are my next project. So Wolf said, and I played the SWGOH. Oh, nice. Don't regret Snips. She is great for Padme team and ship. Yes, she is. Moving on to the Empire. This is another faction that we're going to be touching on here soon after getting slicker. The only reason I'm putting a pause on some of these characters right now is Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I need Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I need to be able to compete. I'm starting to come up against Galactic Legends, and I typically have a better roster outside the fact that I don't have a Galactic Legend. So they have a Galactic Legend, they went straight for it, and they put their Galactic Legend on defense, and there's nothing I can do about that. And so if we can stop getting stuck behind these walls, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is the best one to go after, and I should be good to go. I can use him for numerous of counters, and that's my plan right now. And as we get a little farther down the road, I can start rotating Supreme Leader Kylo Ren into my defensive strategy. Walk-ins. Not much going on with these guys. They're just going to continue to chill out. First order. Wolf says, I have Slicker at 2.1 mil GP, and it's really good in GAC. Your roster on this account is focused, so you should be good for GAC. Yeah, man, this roster is super focused. I'm just starting to run into... Oh, yeah, I'll definitely need Galactic Legend in Arena. I've just ran into... So let me just run down my past 3 battles in GAC. The oldest one had Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Flav, what's up, man? Dark Lord, can I check out your SWGOH.gg? The last one had Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and then it was on defense, couldn't get past it. We had another Supreme Leader Kylo Ren for the championship round. It was on defense, couldn't get past it. The opening day for today, he says, hey, I've been here. Well, you're just now talking, just quiet. There you go. And so then today there's freaking Sith Eternal on defense, and I can't get past that. So you know, I need a Galactic Legend on this account. I've got a Gas, I've got Padme, both relics, and not having Supreme Leader Kylo Ren or any Galactic Legend right now is what's up, Rooster? What is it? Roostar or is it Rooster? No one cares if my guild is showing up. What's going on, guys? Thank you for stopping by, Exodus, Wolf, Flav, Rooster. Wolf is aka Reza. But yeah, I need Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So this is what I set out to do for this year, was to get at least one Galactic Legend. And so that's where we're headed towards. So Cruise unlocks, we're working on his gear. We're farming General Hux, Kylo Ren, and Sith Trooper right now. First order TIE pilot I'll get into a little later on. Phasma's done at 332. First order officers done at 391. We just need to gear these two guys. And then first order SF TIE pilot, I'm actually popping out of guild event currency, so we have that as well. First order stormtrooper is going to be a farm for us soon. Once I'm done with Kylo Ren, I'll move over to first order executioner over in the cantina. So we've got a plan. So you know, we'll do stormtrooper after Hux and Sith trooper, whichever one I finish first. Looks like it's going to be Sith trooper. I'll move over to first order stormtrooper. The next one that I finish, I'll move over to the first order TIE pilot. And then I can just bring this whole faction together, get them relicked. Also allows me to work on my empire, because then I can work on Palp, getting relicked to relic 7. And so we'll just be kind of starting to move things along quite a bit, getting into Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. But also help over in ships, man. You know, General Hux's ship is a beast, I gotta say, on offense or defense. That hunted mechanic is just a killer, I gotta say. I've gone up against it a couple of times, and it is very nice. All right, moving on to GREP Galactic Republic is the pride and joy of this account. Do I really have enough to take her to gear 13? Oh man. We gotta make sure no one important this. All right, let's do it. Shock T, gear 13. Here we go. Boom. The things that you find by happenstance. It's great. It's great. All right, there we go. But yeah, pride and joy of this account is definitely Galactic Republic. We spent a lot of time. Anakin's almost at relic 7. Padme's almost at relic 7. We've got relic 7 gas, relic 5 C3PO, 5s, Rex, General Kenobi, Echo, Ahsoka Tano, ARC Trooper. Just hit that gear 13 for Shock T, so we'll get her to relic 5. It's going on and on and on, so it's very nice. Very, very nice. Barris is at gear 12. The thing that I'm ashamed of is we scroll down here and we see Grandmaster Yoda is chilling at gear 11 with one piece to go for gear 12. It's just so sad. He should be at gear 13 already for sure, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, moving on to Geos, and this is the other part of this actual count. No, relic 8. Oh my gosh, no, not until they rework him properly. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, did I just? No, maybe I didn't. Okay. So Brood Alpha, I've been slowly creeping up on this piece here to actually get him to relics. So Geos and Separatists were the other part of this actual count. So working on that piece, and then we can get on over to this piece as well, the power cell, and get him to gear 13 finally. Excuse me. I do need to take Spy to relic 5. And I need to get Soldier. Soldier's one piece away also from relics from gear 13. So they're like right there. We'll get all these guys up to relic 5, and they should be quite a bit of a force. Wolf said I took GBA, Geo Spy, and Geo Soldier to gear 13. Nice, man. So make sure you add Sunfac in there. Sunfac's a pretty big part of your Malevolence fleet. He's a starting tank in the starting lineup, along with the Hyena Bomber and Vulture Droid. So don't forget about Sunfac. I'll take Sunfac for shit. There you go. Poggle, nah, I agree with you there, Wolf. I took him to gear 12 and I've stopped. So I'm not taking Poggle past gear 12 right now. Works out great over in Darkside GOTBs with this lineup just fine. Yeah, no need right now to take him up to gear 13 and inflate my galactic power anymore. All right, moving on. We've got this new tag now, Imperial Remnant, which is right now missing a 5th character to really make Moff Gideon's leadership role. But we haven't really gone into this faction yet. We will eventually. However, Imperial Troopers we have. These guys are, a gear or 2 away from the core anyways. Stark, Veers, and Range Trooper from being at gear 12. We really need to work in on that and get that rocking and rolling and knocked out as well. Troopers are doing some sexy things on the holotables, guys. Hellbent, what's up? My Basties have been gear 11 plus 4-ish for like a year. That's my My sad admission. Speaking of gear 11 plus 4 Basties, she's right here. Gear 11 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm right there with you, Hellbent. Right there with you. She definitely needs to be at least at gear 12. But really, I mean, Grandmaster, not having Grandmaster Yoda relicked by now is just shameful. I mean, here's a story on that. We unlocked Jedi Knight Revan, Grandmaster Yoda, this team, this Jedi team, early on on this account. But soon after that, because we were working on Geo so hard, I was able to unlock Padme at 7 stars not too long after starting on Jedi Knight Revan team. So I switched focus over to Padme and taking her to relics and that whole team to relics. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with this. This is definitely something I want to touch on. Again, the focus right now is on obtaining a Galactic Legend right now. Being at 2.8 million GP, I'm starting to run into quite a few Galactic Legends. And so I need to get Slicker under the belt. Once we get Slicker under the belt, I can come back, work on my Empire, work on my Imperial Troopers, work on my Jedi, and make my core stronger than what it is right now. Because I think that's the biggest issue that I run into with this account is that my core, I've got some bomb teams, but the rest of the core is just kind of broken. Jedi, Empire, Imperial Troopers that need to actually get some love there. So Slicker's going to help us start with that, with Papa Palpatine having to go to Relic 7 and things like that. So they'll get that ball rolling for us. But yeah, there's my Jedi. Obviously our big boy Galactic Republic Jedi are looking good. And then we've got Jedi Knight Revan as well. But we will be going in and getting that done. Mandalorians, outside of Candy, not much going on here. Bo-Katan sitting out there, the Armorer, the Mandalorian. Not focused on those guys. Night Sisters, this is another faction that's really good. And now that I have Asajj Ventress at Relic 4, like, I need to work in and focus on this team. Hunker down, right? We've got a Relic Night Sister. Let's get the rest of them up and rocking and rolling. Because I'm not really using Asajj anywhere. No Relic 8 Candy, man. No, man. Old Republic. Like I said, we're on our way to Darth Malik here. So Jolie's ready. Jedi Knight Revan's ready. Bastila Shan is pretty much ready. We can take her to gear 12 would be nice. Carthanasi at gear 11 is fine. Mission at gear 11. We just really need to get Big Z, D-Rev, HK-47 rocking and rolling there. I'm sorry, Bastila Shan fallen. Rebels is a sad sight here on this account. A lot of starts and not finishing. Han Solo, Chewie. So I really need to work on this faction. This is getting after CLS and stuff like that after Slicker. Like I said, we're going to be working on Empire, which is needed for some of this stuff. So we'll be rolling into Rebels here soon. I got to say, the Rebel fleet, once you actually work on those guys, whoo-wee, that fleet is nasty. Viva la Resistance. Not much going on here. For whatever reason, I have 450 shards of Poe Dameron. So whenever I decide to start working on the Resistance, I'll get an overflow of shards there. Not activating that guy until I'm absolutely ready to do so. So they're just chilling out right now. No focus on them at the moment. Separatist, this is the other big part here. So we did all prequel content first for the most part. Geo, Separatist droids, and a lot of the Galactic Republic here. So man, that Newt Gunray is still sitting at 440. I really want to activate this Newt Gunray and work on him, because Newt is a pain in the butt on GAC, but I just don't have time to work on him right now. Just don't have time right now. Dark Lord says, hope you have Relic 8 Cup and Tuskens. You're missing Relic 8 Bodhi. He is crucial to beating the Mandos. That's great. That's great. And then our Sith are starting to kind of pick up here. Now that we've got Darth Revan on board, they're starting to get some love. We got Traya at 7 stars. Nihilus is starting to get some love, almost at 5 stars. Maul's at 7 stars, ready to be activated. So we got some work to do here. Obviously, Sith Marauder and Set are going to be our main focus, followed up by Darth Malik. So we're really working on our Sith Empire, as you guys know, here on Itachi Gaming. This is what we love to see, is our Sith Empire. Darth Malik is an absolute beast, and we'll be continuing to go for that. So HK-47 is ready to go. Technically, I could probably go in and do the Darth Malik event now. I do want to get D-Rev to at least gear 13 before going in there. Same thing with Basil Sean Fallen. And start working on these two before going in and doing Malik, but we're pretty close. We're pretty close. All right, moving on to ships. So here are our ships. So let's see, what are we working on right now? Right now, I'm really working on Rebel Y-Wing. Let's do this. Light side, dark side. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what I usually do. So light side, here we go. Rex's Arc 170, we're picking up from the store. Over there in the Fleet Arena store. It's the only place you can really get it. How do you already have Malik shards? I'm pretty sure they gave away Malik shards for one of the anniversaries. Rebel Y-Wing. Rebel Y-Wing is my current farm over in Fleet Battles 4C Hard. Excuse me, getting really close here to getting him to 7 stars. So this is going to be a check mark here soon. 26 shards to go, and we'll be good to go there. Our Galactic Republic's looking pretty good as far as ships are concerned. Even though our Rebel fleet is 7 stars, we need a lot of gear for these underlying characters to make this faction great. Then our Negotiator, 55 out of 85 shards, on his way to 6 stars, which is fan-freaking-tastic. And that's about it for that. Moving on to our dark side. I still haven't finished my Slave 1 for whatever reason. I don't know. I need to finish farming this. It's the same node as getting crew over in Cantina. I just kind of switch focus over onto the characters so I can finish those and then come back and hit this up. Because everyone loves mods, we are going to introduce ship mods. Oh my gosh, please don't. Geos have been pretty good for a long time. Same thing as Houndstooth. TIE Advance, we're almost to 7 stars here. Again, that fleet's not a big focus for me at the moment. Still haven't gone in to complete the Chimera event. I will eventually, but just not right now. First Order TIE Fighter is done. It can be 7 starred at this point. Obviously, we're running Malevolence over in Fleet Arena, so oh, and they are farmable with money. That would suck. First Order SF TIE Pilot, TIE Fighter, I'm sorry. This is only in the guild events or the guild store where you can get this. It's the same place where you get its pilot, actually. SF TIE Fighter, right? Pilot, TIE Fighter, Pilot. What is his name? The long name. First Order SF TIE Pilot. Dark Lord said, screw free to play. Please don't. CG does a pretty good job of doing that. And so that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna have to focus in on these First Order fleet for Slicker very soon. So that's ships and everything. And let's get over to our shipments. So shipments, you guys know what to do here. Make sure you grab these shipments during your refreshes. Some people think, oh, I've got too many of these. You can never have too many of those. They'll get converted. Finally, now we have a way of converting this stuff over into your materials for relics. So it's fantastic there. Weekly shipments, I always get the gear that's here to use my ally points in. Depending on what characters are here, if I need them, I'll go ahead and grab them. I've got plenty of credits, plenty of ally points, so works out great. Cantina Battles, this is mainly going into shipbuilding materials at this moment. Just continue to keep that currency up. I've pretty much farmed everything out of here that I need. Guild store. So here is where we're getting right here. First order SF TIE pilot along with his ship. Same spot. And then I'll get gear as needed. Like Carbantes are always needed. Thank you. And I just got to be careful here with what I spend. We'll go ahead and get this as well. Squad Arena is going straight into Prestige. Those mats are needed for your capital ships. Dark Lord says, gotta go, bye. Have a good night, brother. Galactic War Store. I typically try to put into these maxed out ships to turn those into the shard store currency. Mod store. I come in here every once in a while. I don't go too crazy. I've had some issues in the past where I've gone nuts in this store. And I get loaded up with mods and I don't have places to put them. Every once in a while I'll peruse through this. That's not good. I don't really want protection here with a crit damage, even though it's got speed on it. Now this one is good. Protection with speed. We'll go ahead and grab that. And then arena store, this fleet arena store, this has really been going into my ability mats here, Zetas. And then, like I said, Rex's Arc 170 as it shows up. The rare occasion that it does. Guild event store, starting to save up my Get 1 again. Get 2 is going straight to Negotiator, and that's all that's going on there for now. Championship store, this is all about gear. For the most part, like I said, you can never have too much gear, especially like your gear 13 pieces. You definitely want to get those. Any of these Chirotechs, gosh, there's so many of those needed. And then our shard store, again, this is gear again, guys. Make sure, I'm sure I've told you guys this plenty of times, scroll on down, man. Sometimes there's some good purple pieces of gear down here that you can find issues farming sometimes. Go ahead and grab these. These MK8s, I'm gonna grab that as well. And then let's get one of these guys. Conquest store. I have been starting to look in here for gear. See, five pieces right there. Go ahead and grab that. We just went up to 19 tonight. So that's everything as far as the account goes. I don't think there's anything else to really go over here tonight on the channel. Any questions out there for free to play? Let me know. Wolf says in Conquest store, I only buy stun guns. Stun guns are helpful. Need a lot of them in the game. All right. Well, tomorrow I get my COVID shot, so hopefully I survive and don't die. If you guys don't see me after tonight, the COVID shot did it. Gonna have to gear murder bears. Yeah, man, murder bears can be nice. Gear 11 murder bears trick people up, man, especially when they're well modded. All right, everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Oh, look, there's my D-Revan team sitting up there with Set and Malik and who's that? Marauder, Sith Marauder. Dude, they do work, man. They do work. Blave loves Ewoks. Ewoks are food, man, but they can trip people up. They can trip people up. All right. Thank you guys for stopping by. Huge shout out to Exodus, my guild. Thank you guys so much for all the love over here on the channel. The Dark Lord of the Jedi, hashtagger, thank you so much as well. It's been a long time, man. Glad you could stop by again, hashtagger. But you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. My name is Itachi, and this was your Imperial Military Podcast Show. Until next time, guys, peace out.
Money that I don't accept. something like this.